Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back for another episode of the Saints Block Party podcast, presented to you by Precious Works LLC. And I just want to start this episode off with some tweets. I have to find them. Okay. So the first tweet. Wolf, I'm going to read to you. In case you don't know, Adam here, co-host, joined by my dude, Ryan, aka Wolf. It's SPRTS for sports and then DRNK for drink. The Pelicans have not won since March 30th, 2025. I believe the Pelicans they are like 0-6 or 7 to start their season. The Saints have won one time since December 8th, 2024, when they beat the Giants this season. Read you another tweet. This was from @WeThat83_Brandon. Plantation Princess Gail.
Plantation Princess
Gail.
I love it.
Out here living her best life, posing for pics, while fans of her teams are dying slow deaths watching the awful product they consistently produce.
Plantation Princess. That's your name, not Gail. That's your name.
That's what it is. I was at the game today. We had, I don't know how many of us was there, 10, and it was a miracle that we even had 10 people there, considering what the Saints put out recently. We have 20 concurrent viewers. We appreciate y'all. We had to start this recording a little later just because I was at the game. Took a while for us to get home with LA traffic, what have you. Bro, this team, it looks rough. Like it looks rougher than rough.
Dark places, bro.
Dark. And we can talk about the product on the field, and we'll get into it. I'm sure that's what we do. We're going to get into it. But what's even worse is, like, I start the morning hearing that there are teams who are reaching out to Mickey Loomis who want to trade for players on the Saints who, by all accounts, are depreciating assets. Mm-hmm. Pete Warner, not really a great player, but there's a team or teams out there that want him. Alontae Taylor, not a good player. Like, I think in a right system, I think a better team could probably maximize him a little bit, but whatever. There are teams out there that want players on the Saints, and you have the GM who is overvaluing their market value. The analogy I use is you have take a booster who just boosted some stuff from a store and then takes those items to a pawn shop and says, I want more than market value for these items. That is Mickey Loomis. That is what he's doing to these assets that he has. And then you have the pawn shop owner saying, nigga, what? You want what for what?
Shit is hot.
Nigga, this is a toaster. You asking for $100 for a toaster?
Stole fake J's with the Jumpman on it like this. Like, trying to get market value for him. Like,
above market value. That's the thing. It's not even above market value.
And it's like, look, we've criticized him for like not shopping players and, getting bent over and stuff like that. But it's like, there's also the thing of, like you said, overvaluing your own scouting process, your own self-scouting. Because we know they think they got some good players here.
Have they seen the product on the field?
When the product is showing you, you're seeing it. The league is seeing it.
Makes my hurt. Makes my head hurt. Woof. So someone in the chat, let me get back to this because I think this is something that needs to be talked about. Jordan is the GOAT says draft a quarterback 2026. Here's the thing, Jordan. I'm gonna have this very honest conversation with you. There is not a quarterback in this draft that you can take and drop into this situation that is going to fix anything. It is not. There's Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, Lenore Sellers. This is so much deeper. This is not a quarterback. That's not a quarterback's going to fix this. You could not in this class. If there was a Drake May, if there was a Jayden Daniels in this class, I'm not saying they would fix it, but it would make the team a lot better because they are transcendent talents.
You had Tyler Shuck start his first game today, and it was kind of overshadowed because just the team is so bad. It's like
so bad.
And he played fine. You know what I'm saying? He played fine, but it's like, who cares? It's like, who cares that you played fine? The team stinks. Top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
The team stinks. The coaching is awful. Awful.
I do. Chris made the perfect analogy that if you drafted, let's say, a Fernando Mendoza, who I think if they were to draft a quarterback in April, that would be the guy. That his first season would be very much that Goff and Jeff.
Perfect analogy. Perfect analogy. It'd be just like that. Just a lost season, like a forgettable lost season.
Just what Cam Ward is going through right now in Tennessee this year.
A lost season, completely lost,
and a lost year of development.
Caleb Williams last year,
there you
just
go.
Years that you just want to delete that really push back the process of development. Because who was I watching? I think it was a Bruce Arians interview I was watching, and he talked about how Caleb Williams basically had to restart the process this year. Like that was a complete restart. You may as well look at this year like a rookie year, because when you overhaul everything after that first year and that first year is just garbage, you don't even want to take anything from that. So the new coaching staff comes in and we got to start fresh. So it's like you just extended the development process. So that's one of the reasons. Like, I'm not saying the Saints shouldn't take a quarterback in the 2026 draft. We'll get to that when we get to it. But just for fans, don't look at that as like the silver bullet, especially in this draft. Like, there's no silver bullet quarterback that's just going to be so transcendent, so just overwhelmingly talented that they will lift the tide around him. Because the tide is it's very low with this team, bro. There's nothing, Adam, nothing to hang your hat on. Nothing. Like nothing I could say, man, at least they do this. Nothing. Like
nope. Man, I watched it in 4K. I am gonna drop this. Renee said, y'all notice this season that when the team comes out after halftime, it doesn't look like any adjustments are being made?
Bro, when they start the game, bro.
Can we stick on this for a second? Why does this nigga, when they win coin tosses, elects to take the ball every fucking time when the offense has not been doing any fucking thing most of the fucking season? It is driving me mad, Wolf. Like, what? Like, you think this against the he did it? Sorry, he did it. This is how mad I'm getting. Hitting the goddamn microphone. He did it last week against Tampa Bay. Okay, cool. Then he did it today against the Rams, against a ferocious front four in LA. And the fucking offense goes three and out.
3-0. 2 runs to nowhere. Just
he's like taking the ball like he got the 2011 Saints offense. Like, oh, give me the ball. We gonna go down and score this bitch.
Get our points, get a lead. Let's go.
What are you doing, bruh?
And you don't even call games like that. Like, you don't even play call like that. Like, I remember on the preview, you was like, man, first play, I'm going to take a shot to Shaheed and all that. No. Max protect, take a shot to Shaheed, aggressive. Nah, not Kellen. Kellen ain't thinking like that, bro.
No, but on a 4th down call, this nigga wants to run like Taysom on a side where Jack Stoll is blocking.
You got Jack Stoll, you got Penning coming this way, offensive lineman coming around. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It is the most confusing thing I've ever seen. The most depressing thing, though, is the regression of the offense. When you have an offensive-minded head coach, supposed to be, so knowledgeable on offense, coaching prodigy, offensive prodigy, and all this. And the offense had one of the worst offensive efforts in Saints history. 16-minute time of possession. The 13th lowest time of possession in NFL history, Adam. NFL history.
Nigga, what?
NFL history, not Saints history. The history of our league. 16-minute possession.
This nigga said our league like we work for the league. Like
our league.
Me, you, Greg, Jordan, Patrick Claybon. Like we just all.
Sean Payton like to say it too. Our league. In our league, 16 minutes of offensive possession.
Nigga, that's half a sitcom. That's half an episode of The Simpsons, bro.
You are offensive head coach. You are offensive head coach, bro. And I know the talent is bad. I know this. I know it. But
this is what I'll counter with. He got to pick some of the offensive talent, especially in the draft.
Hello. Hello.
Like, this is something that's been annoying me lately. Like, people getting my mentions saying, oh, Kellen, like, it's his first year. Like, he took over a bad situation. Like, can we stop with that? Like, there is so much to head coaching. Like, I understand it. Like, the Saints were shit before he got here. But he had his hands in picking a lot of groceries this offseason. And so a lot of those decisions that he's made has not gone well. Justin Reed, been a very bad free agent signing. Like, it's been on my radar.
Whole free agent class been awful, man. Awful. Chase Young, like the only one.
Chase Young has been good. He's been good.
Yeah.
Other than that, ass. Justin Reed has been underwhelming to just like bad. Like, just not good. The draft, Kelvin Banks, chef's kiss. We don't know what we really have in Danny Stutzman, Sanker, and Quincy Riley. Like, I think they're going to be good players, but they're rookies, so they've
taking
been
their lumps. Yeah,
up and down. Shuck, like he didn't even beat out Spencer Rattler for the starting quarterback job.
And then you got a team that's lacking weapons, and you just bypassed all weapons
in a draft that was so deep in running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers. And you're an offensive coach. And then you thought you were going to be able to, when the regular season started, you thought you were going to be able to just cook up some offense. Nope. And what did our dude Cody Alexander say when we had him on the podcast?
I don't know.
He said, because we talked about like them not addressing weapons. And he said, well, he said, what I hope didn't happen is that, Kellen wasn't overconfident in himself in terms of just being able. He thought he'd be able to maybe cook up offense with what he had.
Yeah. He thought he was going to be able to trot out Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks, and Jawan Johnson in this little 11 personnel package, go up tempo, shotgun, and just pick teams apart and play real fast. And that was going to be the identity. And we're going to run the ball. We're going to play real fast, and that was going to be our identity. When, one, you didn't implement the physicality required to run the ball from your young offensive line. You didn't implement it. You didn't do it. Like, that was a failure as an offensive head coach. You failed to do that, and you can't just create that during the season. That's done. Saints won't have a run game this year.
Nope.
Everyone talked about the lack of size in the wide receiver core. You didn't implement that.
Whoa! We gave him before Bailey. Don't forget Bailey, baby. Got Bailey, baby.
How many snaps did he play? I didn't see him at all, so I don't. Did he play? Like, I don't.
Barely.
It's just a failure on so many levels, man. Failure on so many levels. They still have these stupid, penalties, in very critical moments. It's just a failure of coaching on every level, man. And like I said, the offense has regressed this year. Like, it hasn't gotten better. And he's running out of answers. He has no answers. He doesn't know what to do. That's the most damning thing, is when you, as the leader, as the one who's been picked to figure these things out, he has no answers. You know he has no answers, because he's just going to get up there at the presser every day and be like, look, we just got to keep working at it. We got to play better. We just got to play better. You have no answers, bro.
And being at the game, Jay pointed this out. It's like just being like a general observer. She's like, there's no fight to this team.
None.
Like, there's no passion. And I'm like, yeah, we have seen it all season for the most part. Like, let me take that back. There were some fight early in the early games. Niners game, there was some fight. Bills game, there was some fight. Cardinals game, there was some fight. What else? Giants game, obviously they won that game, but like Patriots game was the last game we kind of saw like fight in them. And then last week against the Bucks, the defense fought. Like, the defense fought their ass off. But it's just this, and our dude Grant talked about it against the Seahawks, and then that Seahawks game feels like it was forever ago now. And I very intently watched it. I super, super intentionally watched it, because the seats we had were very high up on the visitor side, so I was very keen in on it. Kellen does not almost interact with anybody on the team the entire game.
That's weird, bro. That's weird.
He paces up and down the sideline, almost like his head pretty much just buried, looking at the play sheet. He might touch base with I saw him touch base with Tyler Shuck, quickly told him a couple things, and that was it. And that is his whole entire demeanor the entire game, Wolf. I'm not making this up. I'm not exaggerating. It is he doesn't talk to almost any other offensive player.
That is weird, man. That's weird.
What?
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
What?
From a head coach. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
And Sherman in the chat, I'm not making this up. He said, insane to see that in person, Adam. I'm not making this up. I'm not hyperboleing this. You can ask my girl, Catherine Fisher. She was texting me. She said, she texted me multiple times. She's like, Kellen is not talking to anybody on the offensive side of the ball. We are not making this up. He is not head coaching material. And I get this. This is way beyond Kellen. This is not squarely a Kellen Moore issue. This is a Mickey Loomis issue. This is a Gail Benson issue. This is way bigger than that.
Bigger than Nino Brown.
You took the words right out of my mouth because I was thinking about that. But like Sherm said, pacing. That's what it's really pacing up and down the sideline. Wolf, head down, looking at the play sheet, looking at the play call sheet.
Because trying to figure out answers, bro. When you don't have answers, it's like, and that's how he coaches. He coaches like he's looking for the answer. Like just like when he threw that flag for the challenge flag. Let me try something. Let me try to find the answer. Just emotional. And it's funny because he doesn't show emotion, on the sideline, in pressers, when you talk to him. But it kind of leaks out at times in some of his decisions he makes. Pulling Rattler last week, middle of the third quarter, out of nowhere, without a plan. Throwing that flag today when, from the TV copy, it was obvious that it was. And look, I can understand as a coach from the sideline, you say, let me take a shot as a phone. But you could tell it was just an emotional decision that he didn't get a call from upstairs or nothing, So, yeah, man, it's weird, bro. I'm out on Kellen though. But like you said, it's bigger than Kellen, bro. So it's like,
it is.
Okay, get Kellen. Who you gonna go get? What coach you gonna get? Which coach you gonna bring in? Who?
Darren Rizzy season, baby, because like that's the only person I can see coming in wanting to take the head coaching job at this point.
He might not even want it no more. Just probably like, shit.
Well, my Broncos 7-2, baby. I'm straight.
We got Super Bowl hopes over here. I like my life.
Alro 337, appreciate you, brother. $5 super chat. What is fair compensation for Olave at this point? I don't think we should extend him at this point. To me personally, like I wouldn't part with Olave without a second. Like that's me. That's me personally.
Yeah. Look, man.
I know I get the Olave dislike. I get the Olave like the disappointment. As bad as this team is, this team looks a lot worse without Chris Olave. As much as people probably wouldn't want to believe me.
At least get some upgrades first. Like get some replacements before you're ready to replace them. You know what I'm saying? Get some proven talent up in here because the drop off, as much as you can complain about him, the drop off is even worse.
You putting Mason Tipton out there, bro?
All right. Come on, man.
It's rough. So something I want to, Sherb said, just to lay it down team, or should I say a toot it up team, bro? Tooted it up.
Tune it up, bro. That's the most noticeable thing. We were talking about it on the Zoom. Like Trey and all of them, just like, man, it's just like they just get out physical. Bullied. Like, it's the offensive line just bullied, man. Just pushed around. Like the Rams, like they didn't even break a sweat, bro. Didn't break a sweat. Didn't even have to take a shower after the game, bro. Like we good.
Bro, they didn't. They didn't like the. It didn't even look like the Rams was playing hard. Like, to be honest with you,
it wasn't.
No,
it didn't from the TV, bro. It looked like they giving the half effort, bro.
And still whooped they asses. Whooped them.
And at no point did you ever feel like the Saints were in it. Like they scored very nice, 2-minute drive to close the half.
Very nice.
Very nice by Tyler Shuck. Get the points. It was 20-10 at that point, I believe. Within close game. Wayne was like, okay, we kind of in this. I was like, Wayne, we are not in this. Like,
especially because I don't know, Kellen Moore decided to take the ball at the beginning of the game, and the Rams got the ball in the second half.
They got the ball back and like kept it for like
10 minutes to start the third quarter.
40 minutes in like real time. Like 40 minutes, bro. Like the 40 minutes to offer the little momentum. I know Patrick Killingborn like hate the momentum. The little momentum they did have gone, bro. Because it had been a whole hour since we've been back on the field. So it's like, what are we gonna do now? Oh, just everything, like the game management, the play calling, just oh my God.
Can we talk about something that was little on my radar? the whole Taysom package series of plays, that was so peculiar.
Weird, bro. I was like, what?
Up to that point, the offense had only had 12 yards. Okay. So they brought Taysom in. They ran a read option play. It sprung for, I don't know, 40-ish yards on the ground.
Nice little run. Yeah.
Looked like it was kind of almost like it was old Taysom for a little bit. So cool. I thought Taysom did his play. Chuck was going to go back in. Then he stayed out there for a play. Okay, ran another play. Okay. Thought the Chuck was going to. He stayed out there for another play.
Mm-hmm. And threw.
I'm like, that didn't happen and I don't want to look too much into it. I'm not trying to start conspiracy theories, but I was like, when Taysom came back, like that was not happening when Rattler was out there. Like it didn't.
No. And I didn't get it. I don't know if it was another one of those emotional looking for a spark
it felt
type of
like
things.
That's what it was. But
then
it
I'm
was
like,
weird.
Like, well, then why are you even playing Chuck?
Right? Like, it was
the
weird.
The whole point is to get as many snaps out this guy as you can. And then you get you pull him off the field for the fourth down after he had like some nice completion. He went like 5 for 5. Yeah. Moving the ball, it's like, okay, Chuck cooking. Fourth down. And you take him off the field, you put Taysom in for just one of the goofiest Taysom plays I've ever seen.
Awful.
Like we do when he lined up, everybody in the Zoom just knew, like, oh, this is it. This is not happening. Oh God.
King in the chat said, I think Kellen may be overwhelmed. He got overwhelmed as soon as he took the job, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. That's exactly how he looked. Very overwhelmed. Just oh my God, what is
an old crying Michael Jordan meme was
for the Excel. Classical right there. You lying on your resume that you know Excel. That's just how you look, bro. That's a classic.
I guess there's someone who's a Broncos fan in the chat complaining about Sean Payton's play calling. If you don't get the fuck
out of here, man. You trying to hear that shit?
Nigga, we 1-8. You 7-2. Get the fuck out the fucking chat, bruh.
Got RJ Harvey catching touchdowns down the field. Get out of here, bruh.
The Sean Payton guy, he's just not calling good plays. Fuck out my face.
Is that you, Eric?
Mark said this is the greed the Bible speaks of. Yes. This is the greed they talk about in the Bible. Anyway,
I guess that's how we used to sound. Huh? Like we'd be 11-3 complaining about that Sean Payton run the damn ball.
Bruh. Little did we know. Little did we know.
Lions fans followers just probably looking at me like, hey, shut up. Shut your dumb ass up. Complaining about Sean. How the tables have turned.
Well. Let's take a break right here. We will be back. There's something I want to talk, or there's at least definitely one thing I want to talk about. Then we'll dive into the nitty gritty of the game, especially the Saints on defense, because that was a disaster today. But a very important thing I want to talk about in terms of how it affects the draft upcoming next April of what the Saints may be thinking. So we'll talk about that after this break. So we'll be back right after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out of the box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. You said y'all in and out, brother. You said you the one said you're a Broncos fan. What are you drunk or high? I don't know what's going on. Anyway. So this is basically the gist I've heard in terms of what the Saints are what the Saints are thinking for next April. So basically, if Tyler Shuck shows enough to at least be a decent starting bridge quarterback in the NFL, then the Saints will likely shift their attention to best player available, which potentially will likely be one of the Ohio State players, whether that's Arvell Reese, whether that's Caleb Downs, don't know. But in his evaluation and assessment for Tyler Shuck and how he does in his next starts the rest of the season, if he doesn't look that great, then I do think it's very likely that the Saints turn their attention to drafting a quarterback in April. Maybe Fernando Mendoza, who knows, it may be another quarterback, but I think right now it's looking maybe like Fernando Mendoza, as they do know as of right now have the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Thoughts on that?
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to approach it like that. It's just, I mean, they got to find a way to collect as many picks as possible. They really need to attack this draft. And I mean attack it strategically all 3 days and really fill this roster with talent, bro. Like it's like critical. It's at the critical point where you talk about one of the worst rosters in the league, bro. Like, I was watching the Titans today
fighting, bro, against the Chargers,
fighting against the Chargers, bro. And I'm like, are the Titans better than us? I'm just like, yes.
It's looking close right now, bro.
So, and it's hard to separate what's the talent on the field and the coaching and all that stuff, because it's like, okay, how good is this? How good is the team? How good are the players? Is it the coaching? Is it not the coach? This team needs talent. They need like talent you see, not that you squint at. Pops off the page, pops off the screen type of talent. So if they approached it like, look, let's maybe if that's trading down, or let's just take the best available player at 1 or 2 or whatever, wherever you're drafting, I say go for it. Go for it. We'll see what Shuck got, bro. Like, this was literally his first start. So I'm not,
right.
You can't take much away from it. But what you can take away is, look, he started off the game looking a little, just a little skittish, a little pressed. Part of that was, he was under pressure a lot early. So that's just the situation he was put in. But I thought he calmed down a bit as the game went along, and he looked fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked fine. It was just a bad game from every other standpoint. But I thought he made his throws. He stood in the pocket a lot, stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. He has the ability to be at least a bridge quarterback. I think he has the ability, like as far as like physical ability to get there. Will he get there? We got to see. We got like 9 long weeks to find out. I was like, how many more weeks we got this season? God damn. And that's one of the most frustrating things. It stopped being fun, bro. And that's all we asked for this season. We're like, okay, we know we're not going to win games. We know it. Cool. We fine. We know we're a rebuilding team. Not going to win a lot of games. But at least be a fun losing team. Do some fun stuff. Give me a couple players to be excited about, some plays or some concepts to be like, ooh, that was pretty cool. Can't wait to see that again. Give me something that I can hang my head on, and y'all giving me nothing, man. Y'all ain't giving me nothing to look forward to. You did the first couple of weeks. I was excited. Spencer Rattler was cooking, and you was seeing like a new offense come together and some layers build on top of each other. Run game was spicy here and there with Kendrick Miller, and there was some little things that you could look. But now it's just the past 3 weeks has been rough. It's been a drag. It's been hard to watch. Hard to watch, bro.
Brian said, are there any leaders on this team right now? Because I can't think of any. Some former leaders that are high paid and coasting, but no leaders. Good question, bro.
Anytime I watch, the only players like I see really playing hard on the team is like the youngsters, because like the rookies and stuff, because they rookies. They just happen to be out there playing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like the older players, I look and I'm like, man, what? I mean, DeMario, he still plays with effort and intent and all that stuff. But Cam Jordan, Kamara, like bro, Kamara is my dog, man. Love Alvin Kamara, one of my all-time favorite Saints. But it's time to sip that pina colada, bro.
It's time, bro.
That pina colada waiting on you, brother. Like it's. Not even just because you know what? I think if he went to the 49ers or whatever, I think he'd be a fine running back for them. You know what I'm saying? Or the Chiefs. Be a fine running back. But in this situation, it's just sad. I don't even want you out there fumbling. You out there fumbling the ball on a key possession. It's just like, oh my God. This is
gross. It's gross.
Just put this like it's just sad to see. Just sad.
Like look at the flowers.
Look at the flowers, bro. Oh man.
Alro 337 $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Said it's a crime how Kellen
Thank you.
Teeth Moore has drastically underutilized AK. So I mean, somewhat, but also like this has been AK's worst season by far. Like some of it's utilization and some of it's just some of that's on AK. Like it's both. Wesley said, "Look, today was probably the last really brutal game on the schedule until the away game versus the Bucks." I mean, you say that, Wesley, but
who the Panthers beat today?
The Packers with Rico Dowdle running 150 up against the Panthers defense,
man. This team that you saw play today can't beat anybody.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like everyone
can't beat
anybody, bro. Until they show me differently. Like they are going to be underdogs, probably against every team they play the rest of the season, as they should be.
No question, as they should be, bro. They can't beat anybody right now, bro. And like, that's crazy.
Like look at the defense, and I get it. They're playing the Rams. That defense, now there was that awful DPI that shouldn't have been DPI that should have got them off the field. Awful call. But Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford literally could have did anything they wanted to do against the Saints defense all fucking day. I was there. All day. Period. And then Puka goes out. You think I was going to matter? You think that mattered? No.
We going to 13 personnel, baby. We about to run the ball. Shit.
No. Sherm said, no way I see the Saints being the Panthers. I told Adam this at the game today. No way. Renee said, Dave Canales actually coaches his players. We should be scared. Bro, the Panthers, like, I say this without hyperbole. This is the 3-pack of games I see the Saints potentially, like, and I'm not saying that they win all of these. Just out of these 3, they can maybe get another win of the season. Titans, Jets, Dolphins. They might get a win out of those 3.
Right.
That's it. That's literally it. Let me hold your hand when I say this. Now, maybe they do something crazy and pull off something insane. But like that's really it. Like that's where this team is. Like I don't know where y'all been, but I've watched this team all season. It is that bad. It's that bad.
Just tell me where the upgrades are coming. Like tell me
reinforcements.
The reinforcements that are coming down the pipe. Because last I saw, like Fuaga's in a boot.
Oh, they even talked about that, bro.
Don't get me started on that shit.
Oh, please do, bro. Like maybe like he shouldn't have been playing at all since he had this injury that we talked about ad nauseum.
One of your very few key players that you have that you could probably like say, okay, this is a part of our future. Not a lot of those players on this team, but the one that you do have, you got out there playing with a half of a knee ligament for weeks in a losing season that means nothing, like a meaningless season. But you got one of your few key players, young players that could be a starter for the next 10 years. You got him out there for no reason, even though you traded a 6th-round pick for Asim Richards. And you got guys who could fill in, who won't be great. Yes, I know you want to evaluate your quarterbacks and all that, but have some kind of long-term planning, man. Like, what are we doing? Like that, we went from what's the vision to what are we doing? What are we even doing, man?
Bro, I asked that so many times during Saints games this season, bro. So many times. At least we got the number 1 overall pick, bro. Like I feel I start like there's a part of me that's starting to get like that sense of like we do, but then like Mickey Loomis is in the building.
It just like ruins it, man. Just the fact that knowing he's gonna be the one making the picks,
or have a part of it.
Oh, it just makes me sick, man. Oh, you can't screw that up, right? You can't screw that up. Can you? That's why I love when people start talking about, we could trade down, collect these picks to target that. You want Mickey doing that? Mickey Loomis.
The same GM who's like trying to get a 4th rounder for Pete Warner.
Mickey James Loomis. And look, back to the game, but like, again, Chuck, I thought he played fine. It was just, the game was just so bad. It was just kind of hard to even focus on like the good that he was doing.
It was hard to evaluate him because it was just so limited.
So limited. He made like a great throw to Cooks. Cooks made a great catch. Thought it was getting picked off, but like he made a physical catch, got a first down. He made a couple great throws to Chris Olave, like throwing on a run and stuff like that. Some good legitimate stuff. I'm going to crack the all 22 tomorrow and really, try to dissect to see, what's good, what's bad, what he needs to work on and stuff like that. Interested to see how he maneuvered in the pocket. There's a lot of plays where he got immediate pressure, then he'd sidestep it and step up, make the throw. Real nice stuff. It was good, positive things to see from Tyler Shuck, knowing the issues he had coming into this season. So it's like just a little small building block.
Here's a question. Let me get to the question that was asked in the chat real quick. Maybe the Saints should have hired an experienced coach. More is lost. Here's a question I have for you, kind of piggybacking off that. What are the Saints' record if they would have hired Mike McCarthy?
Man, it's hard to say. Like if McCarthy had this exact personnel,
Close to make it easier for the thought experiment.
yeah. Like if you had this exact personnel, I don't know. I don't know if the record would be any different. Maybe it'll look a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he like he knows how to put together a run game, coach a run game, like develop and training camp, offensive line and stuff like that. He knows how to get like a team prepared through training camp and shit like that. So like I think the team would look a little different. It'll probably be a little more physical. Maybe some game management stuff will be a little better. So maybe they squeak out another win. But I mean, it's a bad team, bro. Like
I think maybe they would have had maybe two or three more, like 2 to 3, maybe
2 or 3 more.
No, like two. They maybe have 2 or 3 wins.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. I mean, McCarthy's a good coach, bro. I know as much as people don't want to believe it, he's a good coach. Is he like great Hall of Fame, like one of the greatest coaches ever? No, but he's a good head coach. He has a deep resume, deep Rolodex. But yeah, I mean, is that I don't really know in this era of Saints that it matters that much because this very much feels like a transition era of the Saints.
Very much.
And even though we wanted the DA era to be like that transition, I think we just still in transition.
Still,
the DA era was them trying to hold on.
Yep.
To whatever they had.
Yes.
From the previous era.
Yep.
This is the transition era.
So
what comes next? Who the hell knows?
Eric Martinez asks, "What is the biggest hole on this roster?"
Man,
oh my God.
I would say interior offensive line. Because that would lead to the run game, and the run game is another hole. So we need more juice in running back. Juice in general is the biggest hole. Like just juice, or as far as like wide receiver, tight end, running back, all those need juice. And defensively, I mean, you pick the spot: pass rusher, linebacker, corner, everything, bro. They need everything. Like those snaps in the red zone against the Rams offense, like Alante Taylor just lost, bro.
But they try to hold out for a day 2 pick on Alante, bro.
And the thing about Alante Taylor, he gonna make like 2 plays, like a tackle or a hit or something. That's like, ooh, like okay. But when you ask him to do like actual cornerback job, like things that a cornerback is asked to do, no. You got Kool-Aid going against Devontae Adams in the goal line, like
night.
May as well like have nobody there. Just don't put anybody there. Just let Devontae catch the ball. May as well, bro.
Nights. Oh boy, it was a rough one. It was a rough one.
That was rough.
I mean, I will say the thing that I was glad I was there for was truly being there to witness and observe like Kellen Moore and just the lack of interaction with the rest of the team during game day. That's
extremely disappointing right there, man.
It's so fucking bizarre.
It's bizarre.
It's so bizarre, Wolf.
You're the head coach. Your team getting belt to ass.
Suited up, DP, airtight, and you not talking to nobody?
Nobody, bro. I don't understand that at all, man. I don't understand it, bro. I don't get that.
Like, to me...
Like, if I'm Gail Benson sitting on the Ivory Tower watching that, like... that would concern the hell out of me. But but she got two losing franchises.
That's Plantation Princess Gail.
Plantation Princess.
That's
ain't even worry about it, bro.
Ford's most influential female owner. Put some respect on her name, Wolf. God damn it!
I wonder what Loomis thinking. Loomis probably like, told y'all should have kept Dennis Allen, man. Told y'all.
If we had Dennis Allen and Derek Carr, we wouldn't be here. You already know what he's thinking, bro. You already know.
That's exactly what he's like. Hey, you already fucking tried to tell y'all, But the fact that that's how much hell we in. The fact that I was in a Discord earlier, like, is Kellen worse than DA? I'm like, I think he is. I really think he's a worse coach than DA. And that's not like, I'm not elevating DA at all. Like, y'all know how I feel about DA. He's one of the worst coaches.
Bad, bro.
But the fact that I think Kellen might be worse than DA,
that's bad.
Oh, this is like damn. At least DA will like put Jawan in the doghouse or something like that. Like he'll do something a little bit. Kellen is like, I don't even know what you bring to the table, boss.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. Is like what is he bringing? Like, what does he bring to the head coach role?
I don't got nothing, man.
Tempo?
Anybody could do that. And then you can't even do it good because you're going to get a pre-snap penalty or something that, like nothing is clean. Nothing is like, man, they do this really well. When they do that well. Up-tempo is like the best thing they do. The best thing they do.
Well, what was it 34-10? I think was the final. 34-10. Saints are 504 Coach said. Kellen said we fought hard. like fought what bro? Ourselves?
You fought hard. Like what you be watching, bro? And how you know you ain't even interacting with the players, bro? Like.
Renee said Kellen brings his Eagle Super Bowl ring. That's it.
That's it, bro. What in the world?
So Wolf. Shit was weird, bro. Like, I was hyper focused on that shit.
Some dark days right here, buddy. Y'all gotta hold on, Saints fans. Hold on. Hold on.
At least we got the number one overall pick for right now. At least there's that.
I'm about to start cracking into some of these prospects because as far as this season goes,
shit's down the drain.
Down the drain, bro.
Right. Anyhow, we will be back on Wednesday for the preview pod against the Panthers. I don't know if there's much to preview. But if you want something to look forward to, Wolf will be diving into the All-22. Luckily, it's for a very short All-22 of the Saints offense. But it will be Shuck's first start, diving into that. I do, like, from what I saw in person, there was I did see some impressive things from Shuck. Thought his first start was fine. Probably went a little better than I expected after the kind of like nerves calmed down. One thing that really just stood out is that his arm talent is super impressive, like especially in person. Like his arm talent jumps out to you. And if he can show that he can play well the rest of the season, I think that would be such a huge win for the Saints, where if they could go into the draft feeling like they don't need to draft a quarterback, top 3, 1 overall, and truly draft BPA and Alvaro Reese, Caleb Downs, because they really need to fill out the roster. Because if they do draft like a Fernando Mendoza, that's such an indictment on Tyler Shuck and basically saying like, we fucked up. Like,
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't get it right. Which on one hand, I kind of appreciate it. Like they're doing like the opposite of what they typically do. Like they're admitting like we got it wrong. But on the other hand, it's like y'all just wasted another 40th overall pick like 2 years back to back with Isaiah Foskey, then Tyler Shuck. Like,
Oh,
good God. But we'll see. There's a couple of games. There's quite a few games that they'll get to assess Tyler Shuck for the rest of the season. So at least they'll have at least 8. I think it's like 8 to 9 games to assess them in fully. So
yep.
at least they'll have that. Anyway, everyone's like saying like in the chat, Jay Sean said, "I'm gonna need the Panthers to put Bell to ass again so Mickey Loomis can get fired." Guys, Mickey Loomis isn't going anywhere unless something drastically changes now. Like
They're gonna give him the keys to the number 1 overall pick. Is what they're gonna do.
he ain't going nowhere, guys, unless something drastically changes. But appreciate y'all joining us. Like and subscribe. If you're listening to the audio version of this on podcasts, please 5-star rating, all that. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Hang in there, please.
Hang in there, buddies.
Please. We appreciate
be
y'all.
here, though.
We gonna be here as always, recapping, reacting to it all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. With that, we are out.
Peace.